it's Halloween today and no one has dared coming as a zombie or as a vampire, including me. It's an honor to be invited today. Maddy, thank you for the introduction. I don't want to spend a lot of time about myself, but I think it's good to spend maybe 1 minute to put it in context. If only to show how ACCA has played a critical role in my career today. I started like most people would start in the 90s with DCDM, who used to be Anderson at the time. And I actually started my ACCA straight after school. No degree, I started in 1997, finishing my studies at Saint Joseph. And I started with a DCDM business school in Cachebon. At the time it was about 50 students. Now I think it's grown a lot since. I spent 2-3 years with them doing the traditional accountancy path, if you want, which is at the time external audit, until I moved to the UK to finish my ACCA. When I qualified, the moment I qualified and I told the recruitment agent I was ACCA qualified, my phone didn't stop ringing. The economy was quite strong in the UK in the early 2000s, but still it just showed the strength that ACCA has, even in the UK where ICW is still dominant, recognized professional body. I started my career in the UK with the UK government. That was a very, very interesting experience, doing value for money work, basically ensuring that the money given to projects are being spent as intended. Then I moved into the National Health Service, where I was more involved in risk management and control advisory work. Then while doing that, I was doing my MSc, and then I decided to go back to the private sector because I had a very keen interest in construction. And this is where I really sharpened my internal audit skills on very complex projects. Then I moved into oil and gas, which is 37. It's a very, very large oil and gas company, where I had the opportunity of auditing oil and gas projects. One project could be as big as 1 billion US. Then I came back to Mauritius in 2011 in a firm that used to be called M&A, that's now UHY, which is a medium-sized firm. I think they'll rank 8th or 9th in the world. I joined as a partner there, and I opened their internal audit practice until PwC came to ask me to come and run their risk assurance services, which internally is about 40% of what we do, but it's more than that in 2015. And since then, I've been 3 years with PwC. So I think probably the message on this is ACCA was the start of everything. And then ACCA gives you the platform to come and build what you like on top. And the profession is changing so much today, you do not need to be an accountant to be a successful ACCA. Some of you might be aware of that because some of you might be working already in practice, but I'll just summarize the trend in the profession today. In the world of assurance, which used to be external audit as we know it, which still represent the majority of fees for most practice firms today, only a few years ago, 95% was external audit. 5% were crumbs, internal audit, and all the things that turned around that. By 2020, we're expecting to reach 20% of other assurance services. And that includes anything that goes around risk management, governance, control advisory, integrated reporting, performance management, add to that cybersecurity, all the technology side. In the UK, in the southeast, around the London region, it's already 40% today. And we expect by maybe 2030, other assurance services will present a larger portion than the traditional external audit. The reason for that is external audit is changing. We're expecting now that you will be able to audit accounts by robots. So you'll be able to audit 100% of every transactions going into any general ledger live. So the auditor has to reinvent themselves, and other assurance services is the way forward. I will highlight these 5 particular pillars of service we do, and that's completely technology oriented. Now, technology is key. There's no future for any ACCA if you do not know how to turn on a laptop or use a tablet. Business continuity, cybersecurity is on the top 3 risk of most large companies today. They're paranoid about cybersecurity. And then anything to do with efficiency in processes and anything to do with data analytics is huge. So this is the trend. So as ACCA, I think the curriculum now, when I last looked at it, because the last time I did it, it was in 1997, 1998, is adapting to that. ACCA is no longer forming accountants, they're forming businessmen. They are sharpening your acumen, they're making you think outside the box. And this is, I think, an important trend in the profession. Now, this is and it's based on a lot of research, this is PwC's Learning and Development Program. Only 10% represent what we call classroom training. So ACCA will be part of that. Those 10% sets you up in your career. And you being the best of the crop, you're today best placed than anyone else to be successful. But it only represents 10%. The vast majority of your development as a professional will come here. The 70%. Coaching is basically you're on a job and there's a manager coaching you, a supervisor coaching you, a partner coaching you, on the job coaching. But this is what you learned, the challenging things you learn at work. You will make mistakes, you will learn from it. And this also depends on the choices you will make. So if today you want to go, because everyone is doing this, I will be doing this, you might miss the train there. If you like something like risk management, go for it. There will be a career for you. If you like something like cybersecurity and you want to go into technology, go for it. There's a lot of opportunities for you. This is where you need your investment in terms of choices. Before I go on the final slide, I would say that I don't want to dampen the atmosphere because you are the best. But what I want to say is everything is starting now. A strong academic results or strong academic qualification will not make your career. It will help you make your career. But you need to couple that with good attitude in developing yourself. Clients nowadays are becoming more and more demanding. And I'm talking, practice, so I'm serving clients, dozens and dozens of clients every week. But even if you work in a company, boards are becoming more and more demanding on yourself. And you will need to find a way of fixing their problems, finding solutions every single day. And for that, you need to sharpen your skill sets. And you need to know the trend. The trend is risk management, the trend is technology, the trend is data and cybersecurity. And then there's no reason why among you will be the future CEOs, CIOs, CROs, CAEs, all the C-suites you can think of, all the biggest companies in Mauritius and globally. Mauritians are known to be very successful abroad. There hasn't been one country I've been to where I haven't met one Mauritian who's done well. And even in Eastern Europe, or in Brazil, or in Nigeria, or in Malaysia, you always bumped on a Mauritian who does well. So we have a lot of acumen there. We have a lot of skills, but we just need to make the right decisions. An easy decision in the short term is not necessarily the good one in the long term. So a lot of sacrifice. What we see at PwC is we recruit 50 plus graduates every year. Most of them will do ACCA as a main qualification. And unfortunately, the majority will take the easy route, where everyone does. If the one who takes the difficult sacrifice in the first 8 years of their career will be the best placed to have a long-term success career. You have 40 years of career ahead. So a decision taken in year 3 should not have any impact on the success when you retire. So my final message to you is your real challenge starts now, but you are the future of Mauritius. Just be patient, be agile, make your own decisions, so don't do like everyone else. Everyone is doing this, I'm doing this. There's no need to be like everyone else. Make the right choices. You are in charge. Your future starts now. Thank you.